Hi, this is Kerry with Filmmaker Central, and while this is not going to be the first review and unboxing of the Godox SL60W that you've ever seen, it is definitely mine. It's a light that I've heard a lot about for quite a while. I've needed a much more powerful light for different types of applications, and I found it on a great deal during Prime Day and decided to pick one up. So let's take a look at what we've got. Now what we're talking about here is a single chip on board LED light. And we have a couple boxes within boxes here. So let's see if we can get this stuff out. And this particular kit was kind of cool because for the same price that I saw a bunch of other ones, this one had a couple extras. So we've got a honeycomb grid and a couple different gels. Now I picked this up, like I said, during the Prime Day sale for $129. So that was quite a nice little deal. And I've seen this same cleaning kit a few times. It has some white gloves and a little brush and microfiber. I've seen that in a couple different things I've bought from Godox. And here we have the SL series video light SL60W white version. So this is just the daylight version, and it's not the 150 watt, it's only the 60 watt. So taking a look inside, this looks like a nice long power cord. That'll be very handy. We got some stuff on top here. We've got a manual and a warranty card. Some styrofoam here. And here's the packaging inside. So we'll try and get the stuff out. So there's the light and the normal reflector with the Bowens mount on it. And it's got a little tab in here for an umbrella pass through. That's kind of cute. And here is the remote control. Remote control takes two AAA batteries, so I'll have to get some in that. And then let's take a look at the light itself. All right, so we've got a pretty nice, sturdy shell. Some people were complaining that it seemed pretty plasticky, but seems pretty solid. I like manual switch on the back there and one control. So let's get this thing set up and see how well it works. I'm really looking forward to playing around with it. And this is the single chip on board. So this is one very bright LED. And depending on how you're going to use this, you could put this with a softbox that has a Bowens mount. I'm actually going to be using just an umbrella right now because the other softbox hasn't come in yet. And the two things we want to look at that people have complained about are going to be fan noise and flicker. Now, I don't plan on using this in really high frame rate situations, so I'm not too concerned about the flicker, but because it is going to be used for video, we do need to care about whether there's significant fan noise. And if there is, there's a mod that you can do to replace the fan with a much more quiet one. And yet, all the videos I've seen where people complained about it, they had to put the microphone right up against it to hear anything. So we'll be giving that a try as well. So stay tuned for more information on the SL60W as we get into playing with it some more. All right, we have the SL60W all set up here and a few more impressions about it. This mounting base feels really good. It's got a big adjustment handle on the right for the tilt control. That feels very solid. The screw that goes in to hold it to a light stand feels really good. And we'll look at the back here and a couple different controls. We have the on-off switch, the group and channel, which allows you to set up the remote control, because out of the box it was on channel 14 and the remote was on channel 1. So I had to set that up to match to get everything to work right. And then you have your power control. Pretty simple. And then when you're in your group or channel, you click that, use this one dial to make your adjustment and then push on it to set it. So getting this thing up and running was very, very simple. Didn't even have to refer to the manual to try and figure it out. It was all done extremely well. I love the power control on here. We can dial this down all the way to 10% power, and you can see the chip on the front there lit up. From 10% to 100% in 1% increments from there. Sure, it'd be nice if it went down to 1%, but you know, we can always just add some diffusion or back it off if we need to cut the light down a little bit more. Now, as I said earlier, the softbox that I have coming for it, that's a Bowens mount, didn't come in. So need to find another way of using the light with it right away. And it does have an umbrella mount underneath here. So what I pulled out from many, many years ago is this Creative Light umbrella softbox. And this acts like an umbrella. Let me open it up here. So we're going to shoot into the umbrella and have it bounce back onto this diffusion, which will give us a really, really nice light. So I'll just go ahead and throw that on here, tighten up the screw, and we'll pull this cover back and tighten it down, zip it up, and here I'll turn it around so you can see what this light is going to look like. That's at 16% power. We'll just go ahead and crank it up. So you can see with this really nice big diffuse panel, we're going to get some really nice light. Now initially I've got some photos to shoot tonight, but we're going to be using this moving forward with all of our videos. So this is the Godox SL-60W light. Like I said, it's an LED light, so it's not going to get really hot. It's not going to draw a lot of power. It does have a remote control, which is really handy. I can turn it on and off. I can adjust the power, which is handy. Now, this does look like it would be able to be used with other things because it actually has color temperature on here, but this is a single daylight balanced light, so we can't adjust the color temperature on this one. Not a big deal. That's not what I got it for. They do have higher end models, the 150 watt, the bicolor ones, probably RGB ones coming soon. A lot of good stuff from Godox. I use other products from them as well. So if you're looking for a good, solid LED video light that's not going to break the bank, the Godox SL-60W at near $130, $140 is probably the best purchase that you can make. Now, a lot of people try and compare it to the Aperture 120D. There's no comparison. I mean, that light is way more expensive, which is why it's way brighter. I mean, you need to compare the Godox SL150 to the Aperture 120, not the SL60. That's not a fair comparison by any stretch. So if you're looking for a good LED light, be sure and check out the SL60W. There'll be links in the descriptions below where to buy it. I got mine on Amazon. Like I said, I got it on Prime Day, so I saved a little bit of money. And we'll be trying out some of these gels for some creative lighting in the future. So thanks for watching, everybody. This has been Kerry with Filmmaker Central. Be sure and check out the website at filmmakercentral.com and the Facebook page at facebook.com/groups/filmmakercentral. Like and subscribe. Check that bell icon to get notified whenever I put out a new video. As always, guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.